Welcome, my fiery Sagittarius friends, both the old cosmic cowboys and the wide-eyed newcomers just trotting in from the wild unknown right here to Zodiac Talks Tarot. This isn't just another astrology channel where we throw around retrogrades and call it a day. Nope. This is where deep star wisdom meets psychological truth, stirred gently with a touch of Buddhist philosophy and, let's be honest, just a pinch of sass. If you've ever wondered whether the universe has been trying to DM you in your sleep, this week, it's basically sending a group text, and Sagittarius Yuri at the top of the thread. Now let's talk about June 4th, 2025, because this day isn't playing around. We've got Venus cozying up to Aries, hello, bold declarations of love, and Jupiter, the big boss of luck and expansion, beaming from Gemini. Together, these two planets are forming what we call a sextile, a fancy term for hey, we vibe. But this isn't just any planetary handshake, it's happening at the 29th degree, known in astrological circles as the critical degree. In other words, the universe is not gently nudging you anymore, it's shouting from a celestial mountaintop with a megaphone, wake up, Sagittarius. The love portal is open, and your ticket is stamped. Now, I've been reading star maps since Pluto was still considered part of the gang, and trust me, when I say this transit isn't just rare, it's ridiculously potent. Venus and Jupiter together? That's love and abundance doing the tango. But at 29 degrees? That's cosmic climax energy. Think of it as the final scene in a movie where everything suddenly makes sense, and the hero finally kisses the girl, signs the contract, or runs triumphantly through a field in slow motion. And just when you think you've got it figured out, boom, here come the dreams. Sagittarius, you are known for brushing off dreams like last night's pizza crusts, but not this time. The subconscious veil is thin, and the universe is sneaking clues into your sleep like a divine scavenger hunt. You might dream of an ex showing up in a spaceship, don't worry, we've all had weirder. You might wake up with lyrics in your head or symbols you can't shake off. These aren't random. This portal is psychic Wi-Fi, and your higher self is streaming messages straight from the source. So, what do? You write it down. Yes, even the weird stuff. Especially the weird stuff. Your mind might tell you it's just nonsense, but your soul? It knows better. Every detail matters. That blue door, the laughing child, the repeating number clues, Sag. Cosmic clues. And as a chosen one, yes, I said it, you've got to train yourself to listen beyond logic. Not everything can be Googled, after all. In this Venus-Jupiter portal, you're not just getting a love forecast, you're getting a full-blown existential invitation to trust, risk, and leap. You've never been the type to wait for someone else to tell you how your story ends. So don't. The portal's open, the signs are showing, and the only thing left is whether you'll follow the map your soul's been sketching in your sleep. Spoiler, it leads somewhere beautiful. Just try not to fall for another philosopher poet with commitment issues on the way, alright? This is only the beginning, Sag. And if you're feeling that little buzz of recognition right now? Yeah, that's how you know this one's for you. If you've been feeling like someone or someones are being magnetically pulled into your orbit, Sagittarius, you're not imagining it. That inner compass of yours? It's spinning with purpose. This Venus-Jupiter sextile is aligning the chessboard, and suddenly people start walking into your life like they've been cast by some divine director. You could be sipping coffee, minding your business, when someone makes eye contact and it hits you, why does this feel like a memory I haven't lived yet? That's not a coincidence. That's cosmic choreography. Think less random Tinder match, more soul contract with celestial timing. And let's be honest, if you're here on Zodiac Talks Tarot, chances are, you're one of the chosen ones. The universe has you on speed dial right now. It's setting the table for destiny, and all it's asking is that you show up hungry. For love, for connection, for those wild, soul-deep conversations that don't end in small talk about the weather. Unless it's about the weather on your twin flame's home planet, then carry on. Now, let's talk about that Jupiter in Gemini/Venus in Aries cocktail. It's like your tongue suddenly got supercharged. Communication gets crisp, bold, and let's face it, sometimes a little too unfiltered. Sagittarius, you're already known for speaking your mind, often without the safety net of a second thought. But this transit? It's your license to be radically honest. You may find yourself in the middle of a sentence thinking, did I just say that out loud? Yes, you did. And weirdly enough, it might be exactly what needed to be said. Jupiter's got your back. So don't ghost your gut. If you feel the urge to reach out, spill your truth, or confess that thing you've been holding onto since Mercury was in retrograde back in 2019, do it. Just maybe, take a deep breath first. Or don't. You're a Sagittarius. You've got divine timing in your bones and truth in your throat. Speak it. The universe is listening, and so is someone else. If you've recently found yourself zoning out mid-latte, catching vivid flashes of someone you haven't met yet walking toward you in slow motion, possibly in a wedding suit or holding a bouquet, no, you're not losing it. You're tuning in. Sagittarius, your third eye just punched in for overtime. This Venus-Jupiter portal has flipped your intuitive switch to high definition, and you're now streaming spiritual intel straight from the source. Those random visions? Not just over-caffeinated fantasies, they read breadcrumb clues from your higher self. Trust them. Even if it looks like a rom-com scene directed by your subconscious, there's wisdom behind the curtain. Let me put it this way, when you've walked the road of philosophy, astrology, and a little dharma like I have, you learn that intuition isn't just a woo-woo word. It's your internal GPS system, and right now, Sagittarius, yours is getting satellite upgrades. If you suddenly know something about someone before they speak, or feel like a conversation is déjà vu before it's even begun, lean in. You're not being weird, you're being guided. Chosen ones like you weren't meant to rely solely on logic, especially not when the universe is tossing visions like cosmic confetti. And speaking of upgrades, let's talk about that electric feeling buzzing through your body. If you've got tingles in your palms, heat in your chest, or your knees feel like they're texting Morse code to the divine welcome to energy activation. No, it's not the triple espresso shot, although, yes, cut back a little. It's your fire sign circuitry getting a voltage boost. You're being recalibrated to hold a higher frequency, the kind that attracts soulful love, authentic connection, and a life that actually feels aligned. This portal isn't just matchmaking your heart, it's reprogramming your whole energy field. So if your body is doing something weird, don't freak out. Smile, breathe, and say, okay, universe, I'm ready. Because you are. Sagittarius, our beloved cosmic wanderer with a heart that refuses to be caged and a spirit that thinks GPS is more of a suggestion than a command. Let's talk about what's knocking on your psychic door right now, and spoiler alert, it might sound like your ex. Or feel like a memory that suddenly won't stop replaying at 3 a.m. That's not just nostalgia, my friend. That's a karmic invoice coming due. This Venus-Jupiter portal isn't just calling in new soulmates, it's digging through your emotional storage unit. You might get a dream, a ping, or even a hey stranger text from someone you thought was long gone. But don't panic. This isn't the universe dragging you backward. It's giving you one last chance to sort out what was real love, what was attachment dressed in charm, and what was just a soul contract with a messy expiration date. Ask yourself, was that connection sacred, or was it just a cosmic lesson I barely passed with a spiritual C-? Sagittarius, I know your natural instinct is to ride off into the sunset rather than sit in a therapy circle with your emotional ghosts, but even freedom seekers need to clean out the heart's closet every now and then. Think of it like a celestial yard sale. The universe is saying, hey, do you still need this unresolved heartbreak? No? Great, let's donate it to the Akashic Goodwill. Now, let's talk about the inner rumble you might be feeling, the sudden urge to delete every dating app on your phone, to finally say what you meant to say in 2022, or to stop pretending you're fine when you've really been craving a connection that feels like peace, not performance. That's not impulsive. That's not just your fire sign drama kicking in. That, dear Sagittarius, is soul-level recalibration. You're not chasing fireworks anymore. You've burned through enough romantic roller coasters to know that excitement without emotional safety is just anxiety in a tuxedo. What you want now, what this portal is offering you, is a love that feels like truth. Grounded, nourishing, uncomplicated truth. This is your permission slip to break your old patterns. Chosen ones like you didn't come here to play by tired relationship rules. You came here to rewrite them. So burn the script that told you love had to hurt to be real. You've outgrown it. And trust me, what's waiting ahead is far better than anything you've left behind. Sagittarius, let's get something straight. You're not the same person you were even a few weeks ago. And thank heavens for that. Growth looks good on you. Lately, something deep inside has started to shift. The voice in your head, that old playlist of self-doubt and maybe I'm too much or maybe I should tone it down to be loved. Yeah, it's changing stations. Suddenly, you're tuning into something new, self-trust, self-worth, and dare I say it, emotional clarity. And funny enough, this breakthrough might hit you not in some grand, candlelit meditation, but while folding a sock or flossing your teeth. That's the magic of this moment. It sneaks up on you in the mundane, because that's where real transformation actually happens. As someone who's spent decades studying astrology, archetypal psychology, and the spiritual path of awakening, I can tell you this: Sagittarians are born with big picture vision, but now the lens is turning inward. You're not looking for validation in someone else's eyes. You're remembering who you are, and you're not afraid to take up space anymore. Love doesn't require shrinking. In fact, your ability to stand tall in your truth might just be the most magnetic thing about you right now. And speaking of truth, let's talk about what might be showing up at your emotional doorstep. That conversation you swore would never happen? The person you mentally filed under never again? They may be circling back. But here's the catch: this isn't a test. It's a choice. The universe is offering you a moment of reconciliation or resolution, but not both. Sagittarius, this is where your visionary gift kicks in. Can this connection evolve into something rooted in mutual growth and authentic love? Or is it time to give it a Viking funeral, light the emotional longship on fire, and let it sail? Whichever road you choose, know this: you're not healing just yourself. You're healing timelines. You're rewriting patterns that have echoed through lifetimes. So take a breath, trust the new voice in your head, and don't be afraid to say, I've outgrown this, if that's what's true. Because, Sagittarius, what's meant for you won't require you to abandon yourself to have it. Alright Sagittarius, let's gather around the cosmic campfire for a moment, because what I'm about to tell you isn't just another weekly horoscope. It's a call to action. The Venus-Jupiter portal, this rare energetic alignment peaking around 10 p.m. on June 4th, isn't sticking around forever. It's like a flash of lightning on a clear night, brief, illuminating, unforgettable. After the spark comes the slow fade, and if you blink too long, you just might miss it. Now, don't get it twisted. This isn't the universe trying to rush you. It's not saying, hurry up or else. It's saying, you're ready. Step forward. This is sacred timing, not pressure. And you, Sagittarius, with your soul wired for adventure and truth, already know the difference. Whether it's sending that message, finally asking that question, or saying yes or a long overdue no with the full force of your spirit, this portal is about courage, not perfection. It's about living boldly, not playing it safe. And yes, I know action can be terrifying. But let's be honest, most regret doesn't come from doing the thing. It comes from hesitating too long and watching the moment pass like a plane you almost boarded. Well, unless the action was drunk texting your ex at 2 a.m. on a full moon, then yeah, maybe hold off. Otherwise, trust the nudge. Your intuition is tuned in right now like never before. Because here's the deeper beauty, after June 4th's fireworks, the sky doesn't go dark. It simply shifts. On June 6th, Venus slides into Taurus, grounding all that romantic chaos with sensual, stable energy. Then on June 9th, Jupiter dives into Cancer, bringing emotional wisdom and nurturing vibes to the forefront. It's like the cosmos is planting seeds for what comes next, but only if you're willing to dig in the dirt now. Think of this like celestial gardening, what you water today will root tomorrow. Don't be afraid to plant something wild. You, Sagittarius, were never made for domesticated dreams. And let me say this, not just as an astrologer but as a fellow wanderer on the path you're not imagining things. If your gut's been twitching, if your dreams feel louder, if you've been pacing your kitchen at midnight whispering, something's coming, you're right. You're not broken. You're not lost. You're just being summoned. The universe doesn't choose people at random. It taps the ones who are ready even if they don't feel like it in the moment. And Sag, you're one of the chosen ones. Not because you have it all figured out, but because you have the guts to keep seeking. Keep believing. Keep jumping, even when the net hasn't shown up yet. That's your superpower. So light the fire literally and metaphorically. Say the truth that's been burning in your throat. Laugh louder. Love harder. Take up space. And most importantly, live like the adventure has already begun. Because spoiler alert, it has. And hey, if this message resonated, if it struck that Sagittarian nerve that always hungers for a little more meaning, a little more magic, then do the things that help us keep this journey going. Like the video, share it with your fellow cosmic misfits, and subscribe to Zodiac Talks Tarot. Drop your synchronicities and gut feelings in the comments. I read them. I feel them. And trust me, this community isn't just here for star talk. We're here to remember who we are. Now go out there and live like the universe is watching. Because it is. And it's rooting for you.